We're going to the USWDGC. So for this tournament, I really wanted to simplify my bag and only throw discs that I've been trusting lately, things that have really been working well for me. And my Saki Bomb Slammer has been my go-to overstable approach disc. My culprit, which I absolutely love, that has been my forehand approach and my backhand approach disc. Love this disc. My trust is my 250, no more than 300 feet approach with a nice fade left that I'm guaranteed that it's going to go under the pin if I throw it at the right angle. My Rive has been my forehand disc of choice for distance, my trespass, my backhand distance driver, and my captain is my understable distance driver. Throwing these discs and knowing that they're the ones that have been working for me lately is going to be so important for me this weekend. By simplifying my bag and only throwing these few discs for every situation, I know that I have every shot covered. I'm not going to need to second guess myself and look through my bag wondering what I'm going to throw. The decision's already been made. These are what's been working.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you. It's a guy too. It's day 3 on the way to the USWDGC. I didn't record day 1 and day 2 because I kind of just wanted to stay in the moment and see how things went. So here's your recap. So day 1 was basically a disaster. It was a garbage fire. There were 28-mile-per-hour winds. I had the worst luck of my entire life in any tournament round I think I've ever played. Maybe not as bad as DDO because that was 40-mile-per-hour wind. It was insane. I threw a few approach shots on different holes. One time I literally hit the pin, leaned up against the pin with my Saki Bomb Slammer, and she rolled right down the hill outside of Circle's Edge. So there was no way I was going to make that putt because it was down a hill. I was putting uphill and had very uneven footing. It was awful. So that happened. And then hole 5 at Hiestand. I call the Hiestand hole because it literally says Hiestand in huge letters. It's an elevated basket up on like railroad ties. It was so windy. On my tee shot, I threw my trespass, which is overstable, and it took it straight right into the trees, and I got stuck in the woods. And I was like, this is not what I tried to do. I had to pitch out with a forehand. I threw the Rive, didn't hit anything on the way out. Problem was the wind pushed it back into the trees. So I decided to run it because what were the odds I was going to have even more bad luck? The first shot went in the woods, the second shot went in the woods, the third shot, I'm going to make that landing zone and hit that elevated pin location. Well, I didn't, but thankfully I didn't roll away. It just kind of stuck and sat at the base of that giant sign. Then I had to putt with the sign this tall on my body. So try to like putt over these giant wood railroad ties. Thanks. So I didn't make the putt, of course, because that was so awkward. Then I had to take a 5 instead of a 4, which was par. So that was very sad. I just kept having luck like that. Oh, and then I had a bird opportunity twice, and I choked on my putting because I had such bad luck that I was so defeated that I just felt like I tried to go for it, but the bad luck streak that I had just, I guess, got in my head and made me feel super nervous about putting. And then I threw into the hill about 3 times, and it was just great. So day 1 basically was terrible. I ended up shooting in practice round 2 days earlier a -2, and I ended up with a +9 on day 1. So that tells you how bad it was. Day 2 rolls around and I'm thinking, okay, I can't do much worse than I did previous day. We started with some really good putting practice and driving practice before the round. I was feeling really confident. I was hitting step putts at outside of circle that were either in or very close to going in, so I felt really confident with my putting. There's no way I could do as terribly as I did the day before on hole 4. My approach shot was so deadly accurate that I hit the top of the basket with my slammer and it bounced like 25 feet and rolled down the side of a hill, which made me take a 4. And I thought, here we go. Here's that bad luck from day one. And I was so defeated and so upset. I was literally shaking. I just focused really hard and tried to just let it go. And Trevor's dad was a great caddy for me, really talked me down and tried to get me to think about what shots I needed to throw next and just focus on one shot at a time. And when we started doing that, my game improved. I ended up taking 2 birds. I could have had 3. I was so happy with the 2 birds that I did have. My round ended up being +2, which was the highest rated round I have ever shot in a tournament. When I finished, it was an 867, but there were 3 cards left out on the course still playing. When they came off the course, my rating went to an 851. I was so thrilled. I've never played that well in a tournament before. Hopefully today, day 3, we're playing Cap Springs and I can repeat the same thing. I've never played that course, so today and tomorrow are both Capital Springs, so we'll see how it goes.
Beautiful.
Great.
Come on back. Yep. Straight out.
Get a little skippy skip.
Skip, skip.
Yep. Good shot.
Oh,
Yes, ma'am.
Pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, we
Good
have
shot.
okay.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Great putt.
Thanks.
Good thing you listened to your caddy. Caddy gave some sketch advice on the jump. Oh yeah. Great putt. Great shot.
Oh, sorry.
Great shot. Heck yeah.
I heard you say, way to get low.
Okay, we just got off the course for day 3.
If you can't tell.
Super sweaty. And music blaring because we just got in the car. I shot even my very first time playing Capital Springs
In a tournament.
and I'm so excited because I think this is my best tournament round to date. We'll see when all the ladies finish how the round ratings hold up, but I'm so excited that I shot the best I ever have in a tournament playing E today.
It helped that she had, once again, the greatest caddy in the world, my dad, and not me. I was moral support once again. So
He needed to be my caddy for sure. Sorry, Trevor. Now we're off to go to the Great Dane and get some drinks and celebrate their wedding anniversary. Time to party and then go watch the pros.
yes, over at Elver, can't wait.
Hey, if you're loving tournament recap videos, let us know in the comments and we'll take you along for all of them.
Go in. Go in.
Good. Nice. Great approach. Thanks.
Round
Yeah.
Nice.
Great putt. Great putt.
It's player pack time. Inside this awesome bag, which is adorable by the way, is a throw pink pin, a super nice microfiber, loving the color, a little whale sack, here's the color that I got, forest flower texture, so don't lose this one. A koozie from Sandy Point, definitely gonna come in handy. A gorgeous water bottle. Look at this. The colors are so pretty. It's kind of like a greenish blue, like a watermelon raspberry pink lid. Whoop. I love it. An Innova Zero. Super cool stamp on that too. I love that. An Innova Star Hawkeye. Again, super sick foil on that. A DD Maverick, stamped with the USW. The most adorable cow. This is a Streamline Ascend, I believe. I've never thrown this plastic, but it looks so cute. A Latitude Fuse, again with the USWDGC logo on it. I got lucky because it's got the money foil. And the best for last, a Crave. And it has the course in her hair. How cool is that? This is a gorgeous disc. I'm obsessed. Also, I got this super cute shirt. They gave us such a great player pack. I'm in love with everything that I got, and I'm really excited to throw some of these new discs that I got from the player pack too. Doing the USWDGC was an amazing experience. I'm so fortunate that I was able to compete in intermediate, do as well as I did. I've only been playing for 11 months at this stage of the game, and I finished tied for 25th out of 40. So I'm very excited. Although day 1 and day 4 were very rocky, I'm so proud of how well I did and that I was able to hold my own with these extremely talented women who've been doing it for far longer than myself. It was such a great experience and I made so many amazing new friends. Day 1's card was fantastic. Nicolette, Wendy, and Amy were great. I felt so supported and welcomed, and we all complimented each other's strengths and helped to lift each other up. It was amazing. Day 2, I met my girl Paula. She remembered me from day 1. She was standing near the announcer's booth next to the tee, and she heard them call my name. Later that day, she remembered my name and showed me a cool disc inside of Glide in Madison. The next day, we were on a card together. It was awesome. So I got to meet Paula and Kelsey from Texas. It was so fun playing with those women. They lifted my spirits because I didn't do as well the day before on Hiestand. And day 2, I did infinitely better. They lifted me up and they made me feel like I wasn't competing against them, but competing with them, which was great. Day 3 at Capital Springs, I got lucky enough to play again with my girl Amy from day 1.
I also got to play with Amelia the previous day at Hiestand for my second card, and then again for my third card. She's great. She's on Team Prodigy, and she has an amazing forehand. Killer. We also played with Kelsey, or the Kelseys, because Kelsey's caddy was named Kelsey as well, and she was so much fun too. The Kelseys were fantastic, and we hung out with them when we watched the pros later on. They're both from the Madison area, so I cannot wait to play with them again. Hopefully, we'll be able to play around together sometime soon. Caddy Kelsey hasn't been playing for as long as player Kelsey, so I think her and I are gonna really vibe on some things, and I can't wait to play with those two again soon. And day 4, I had another amazing card. What can I say? I got so lucky with all the women that I got to play with. I played with Amelia again, and Teresa, who had a crazy cool putting style. Loved watching her play. And Kristen, who lives a few hours away. So it was so great to meet all these women, play with them, grow with them, support them, and have them support me back. Meeting Owen Scoggins was incredible. Sai Ananda, fantastic. She's so down to earth and so much fun. I'm just so lucky that I was able to compete in the largest women's disc golf tournament in history. It was a blast, and I can't wait to do it again in the future. But I've got some practicing to do for next USW, so I'm gonna go putt.